Tara, kape tayo. That's what we typically hear almost every day from everyone. Before the rise of milk tea, coffee was the go-to drink of almost everybody. Most coffee lovers claim that their day won't be complete without drinking coffee, as if it is part of their day-to-day routine. Others even treat coffee like water. I have a friend who's totally like that. While others drink coffee at night to keep them stay awake while doing work, or reports, or even do we really know coffee was originated? This is the right moment to share to you the origin of coffee and how it touched the lives of a myriad of coffee lovers. Next slide, please. I, is it already showing? Sorry, for my part, I cannot see it.
Hold on, TM Kim. I having problems with share. I'll share it again.
Okay. Can the timer stop the timer? I might I might exceed the 7 minutes. Anyway,
Can you see it now?
yes. According to a myth, coffee was originated in 700 AD when Kalbi, an Ethiopian herder, stumbled on his goats and noticed that they were acting strange. And he saw them dancing and didn't want to sleep all night. He realized that they were eating red beans, as shown in this picture, and concluded that these were the cause of their odd behavior. Next slide, please. The news was then shared to a monk who was so ecstatic to know that there is an existing fruit that would keep him stay awake all night as he prayed. Next slide. Although the story was not proven to be true, one thing's for sure. Coffee was indeed originated from Ethiopia. The, the coffee beans were then transferred and exported to its neighboring country, Yemen, and the port where the coffee beans were shipped was called Mocha, as shown on the next slide. The name was eventually synonymous in the early 1800s. Count or the coffee in Mecca banned the coffee beans in the region because of its stimulating effects, as shown in the next slide. However, although the ban was eventually lifted, even though there were some executions happened before that. The popularity of coffee was extended in Europe in 1570, as shown on the next slide, in Venice, Italy. There were coffee houses built in the 1600s and served as a go-to place by most of European men. However, in 1615, it was thought to be satanic by Pope Clement VIII. But after thorough investigation and inspection, he blessed and baptized the beverage and therefore declared it as a Christian beverage. As the increase of coffee houses in the early 1600s, most English men preferred to stay in the coffee houses with their office mates and friends after work. However, in 1674, women filed a petition against coffee to ban in Europe in an attempt to bring their husbands back to their homes. I guess most of the English men prefer to spend time in coffee houses with their friends than their wives. But the petition was then lifted. The popularity of coffee was again further expanded to the American seas. In 1773, when American Indians protested over the imposition of tax on English teas. All the teas dumped in the ocean and were replaced by coffee as the American beverage of choice. In the latter years, there were brewing equipment introduced to make the brewing of coffee easier and faster. And of course, that's also when the birth of blended coffees like Frappuccino, Cappuccino, and the like. And the journey continues with coffee in the early 1970s when Starbucks was born in Seattle. And again, the coffee journey continues around the world even up to this day. But we should also advantages and its side effects. I have listed here on the next slide some benefits and disadvantages of drinking coffee. For the benefits, first, it boosts your physical performance because of its stimulating effects. Second, it may help you lose weight or even you burn fat. So for those who are dieting, now you know. It also helps you focus and stay alert. It lowers risks of death, cancers, stroke, or even Parkinson's disease. Coffee also protects your body, and it may also lower risk of type 2 diabetes. It also protects your brain and brightens your mood, helps fight depression, and lowers risk of suicide. However, drinking too much coffee is also bad for our health. It can also be toxic because especially if brewing is not that good, it can also kill you. It may cause insomnia and restlessness, especially if you drink more than 1 cup a day. If you're pregnant, don't drink more than 1 cup a day. If you have high cholesterol, please choose filtered coffee. And for kids, it may increase bedwetting. Coffee has literally changed the entire world. And some of you might be one of those coffee lovers or coffee fanatics. But always remember, not I love you all, but drink moderately. Want some coffee? Toastmaster of the day.
I love you all.